Let's go ahead and get today's party started. All right. So in this video, we're going to show you all how to lower your monthly mortgage payment and your taxes by applying for your homeowner's tax exemption. Okay. Now, I know some of you all already know about this, but surprisingly, there's about, I would say about 20 to 25% of homeowners that has not applied for their homeowner's tax exemption. All right. So typically, homeowners can essentially start applying for this usually the next following year after buying a home. You can always try to do it sooner, but they'll end up telling you what time frame that's going to end up being for you. So if you buy a home this year, you typically can't apply for it this year. You typically have to wait for it the following year. That's usually in most cases, okay? But that's one of the reasons why some people either forget about it or they don't know how to do it. All right. So if you guys got questions about this, now this is not just in Illinois. This is not an Illinois thing. This is essentially nationwide. Most counties have some sort of tax discount, some type of tax break if you are a homeowner. And I'm going to show you all how we do it here in Cook County in Illinois. Okay. Now, of course, we got a lot of people here that's watching this. So, of course, some of you guys are in different states. So, again, every situation may be a little bit different. But this is I'm going to show you all how we do it here in Illinois. All right. So, if you guys end up having questions, just put it inside of the comments and we'll get to it ASAP. All right. So, the first thing I'm going to do is put the actual website inside the actual chat so you guys can see that. Okay. And what I'll do, I'll put that at the bottom here so you guys can see it. Okay. So this is the website I'm on. That's the cookcountyassessor.com. Okay. And so let's go ahead and see how we do it. So once you get here, you want to click on where it says exemptions. Okay. That's right here at the top. You click on this and then you're going to click on where it says exemptions overview. Okay. Now I'm going to walk you guys through this. I'm going to tell you guys a quick story. I told one of my neighbors about the property tax exemption. He had no idea that this existed. Okay. And what's so great about this is that not only are you able to save money, but you're able to go back in time. So they were allowing him to go back 3 years. And when they allowed him to go back 3 years, they were able to give him a refund for each of those years. Yeah. So he was able to save, I think, like $1,300 or $1,400 per year. So then they gave him a refund for those 3 years. So it was like $1,300 times 3. So he got a check for like $3,900 because they went back in time because he didn't apply for it from the time that he bought the house up until now. So they do allow you to go back about 3 years. Okay. Either way, this is how you apply for it. You guys ready? So you go here. Now, first off, what is a property tax exemption? Let's go ahead and zoom in on this. Okay. So property tax exemptions are savings that contribute to lowering a homeowner's property tax bill. The most common is the homeowner exemption, which saves a Cook County property owner an average of $950 a year. Okay. And so again, guys, if you are in the suburbs, I've seen people save $2,000, $1,500, something like that. If you're in the city, you most definitely going to be around at least $500, $1,000, $1,200, somewhere in that range. Everyone does save money. Now, I thought it was only like 2 or 3 exemptions. I had no idea there's different types of tax exemptions. Okay. Now, again, this is in Cook County. So this is the one I'm going to show you all today, the homeowner exemption. So just by being a homeowner. All right. So watch this. Most homeowners are eligible for this exemption if they own and occupy the property as their principal place of residence, which means your primary residence. Okay. Once this exemption is applied, the assessor's office auto renews it for you each year. This exemption provides savings by reducing the equalized assessed value of an eligible property. Okay. Automatic renewal, nothing you got to do. And the deadline to file for the tax year of, let's say, 2023 would be Monday, April 29th, 2024. So a lot of times, so if you miss this window, you got to wait until the next year. But they do allow you to redeem savings for tax years from 2022 all the way back to 2018. That's really nice. Now, this is a regular homeowner exemption. Now, you also have the senior exemption. Okay. Call me Lonnie says property taxes. Man, let's not even talk about it. All right. Then you have the senior exemption. Most senior homeowners are eligible for this exemption if they are 65 years of age or older and own and occupy their property as their principal place of residence. Okay. Once this exemption is applied, the assessor's office automatically renews it for you each year. Okay. So now, again, if you all know of anyone that is 65 years old, again, this is not just Illinois. So I strongly recommend that you all look to see what your state has. Just type in homeowners exemption for my state. Okay. And then you'll be able to go ahead and then get that information so you can go ahead and apply for it. And again, it's an automatic renewal and you're able to go ahead and apply for that as well. Now, those are the two that I always knew about. Okay. But then I would see occasionally a senior freeze. Now, I didn't know what that meant because I'm not a senior, but this means that low income senior citizens have an assessment freeze exemption. Most homeowners are eligible for this exemption if they meet the requirements for the senior exemption and have a total annual income, household income of $65,000 or less in the calendar year 2021. Okay. Now, the deadline for that is still April 29th. And if you all want to learn more about any of these, just click on it. You can go from there. Persons with disabilities exemption, returning veterans exemption, veterans with disabilities exemption, long-term homeowner exemption. I never knew that they had a long-term homeowner exemption. All right. So again, let me know in the comments if you guys have heard about any of those. All right. But either way, then you also have a home improvement exemption. Okay. This allows homeowners to add improvements to their home to add to its value, for example, by increasing the building square footage or repairing a structural flood damage, for example, without being taxed up to $75,000 to add value of the added value for up to 4 years. Okay. And so this is super dope. But either way, this is the one that everyone's going to go ahead and qualify for. So you go ahead and click on learn more. This is how you apply for it. Okay. So then now they have a video that breaks down, it breaks it down a little bit further into it. That's if you want to learn more about it. And then so you would be applying for the current 2023 tax year. Okay. Now it says right here, the filing period for tax year 2023 is now closed. I apologize because I should have brought this to you yesterday. I didn't even know it was going to be like yesterday. What's the chances of that? But anyway, what you want to do is you click on English. Okay. And then you're able to now. This is for the current exemption. You still can apply for past tax years. Okay. Now, it's two ways you can actually do this. You could either download the form, okay, in your language, and then you could actually mail it in if you want to do that, or you can actually do it online. Okay. You can most definitely do it online. Okay. And then, of course, if you want to apply for past tax years, you can do that. And then all you have to do is apply online for that as well. Now, let's go into some of the eligibility. As we know, you either own or have lease or contract, which makes you responsible for the real estate taxes of a residential property. I'll give you guys an example. So my wife and I, we own multiple properties, and so you're only able to have it on one social. Okay, on one property, I should say. So that being said, you can decide which one you want to put it on. That's really up to you guys and how you want to do it. I'm saying that to say because if you end up buying, multiple properties later down the line or whatever, but you can only have it on one property. Okay, let's go into some frequently asked questions. I'm gonna zoom in on this so you guys can actually see this. And this says, I have never applied for a homeowner exemption. How do I apply? All right, so let me zoom out a bit so you guys can see. Okay, there we go. If you've never received a homeowner exemption on your home, you will need to file an initial application. Exemption forms may be filed online, but you can obtain one by calling the assessor's office locations or the local township. Do I have to apply every year? Nope. Once you apply, it's going to automatically renew. Then it says, can I receive a prorated exemption if my home is new construction and I move in after January 1st? This exemption will be prorated if you purchase a newly constructed home that was not ready for occupancy until sometime after January 1st of the tax year in question. For further assistance regarding an exemption for newly constructed homes, please contact us. Okay. Then it goes into how is it saved. I'm not going to go too deep into that. You can do the math on this if you want. Just know you saving money. Okay. You just know you saving money. And then it goes into I'm no longer eligible for the homeowner exemption. How do I opt out? And it says you got to complete the form, to do that. Okay. Because like if people apply and they end up selling the house or something like that, you guys got to know that you could do it that way too. Then it says, how can I apply for a homeowner exemption for a prior tax year? Then it says if you're eligible for the exemption for a prior tax year, but the exemption was not on your bill, you can apply for a refund or correct it by filing the certificate of error. Okay. Now, to complete the application, you do need your PIN number. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you all how to find your how to get your PIN number. And to get your PIN number, I'm going to give you guys the website for that. Okay. So that one, I'm going to put that inside the chat. Let me know if you all have questions as well. Okay. Now, again, this is Cook County. Some people say Crook County, whatever you want to say. It's up to you. But either way, so I'm going to go ahead and let me see if I can show that one instead. All right, perfect. So now this is it here, Cook County Treasurer. Okay. Once you get to this site, this is just to get the PIN number. Once you get to this site, you click on where it says your property tax overview. And then you're going to put in, if you don't have, obviously, if you have the PIN, we wouldn't be here, but you just put in the address. I'm just going to put in an address of a property that we just sold. Because y'all not be getting my PIN number. But anyway, 14920. And we're just going to put in here Kenton. And we're going to put in here Midlothian. Okay. So, and again, this is public information. So you guys can see whatever information you guys want to see. And then it goes into property tax information. Okay. And you can see here that it shows the actual PIN number. Okay. So this is what you would need to have. This is how you see what your property tax is. Now, also too, now tax information is public information. Okay. So you all can also click and see what the tax information is and how stuff is calculated and things of that sort. But that's how you guys do it. All right. Does anyone have any questions on any of this that I just went over? And again, we're talking thousands of dollars, guys. So if you all own a home, you most definitely want to go ahead and do this right away. Okay. It doesn't matter what state that you're in. You most definitely want to go ahead and do this and, get that money for you. Okay. If no one has any questions, then we'll go ahead and close this on out. But I want to make sure. I was talking to one of my clients earlier and I was like, did you apply for your homeowners exemptions? Like, no, I didn't. It's like, oh man, you most definitely got to do that. So as a matter of fact, I'm just going to send this video to all of our previous clients just to make sure that they are getting their money. Because again, even my wife and I, we forgot about it. We bought our first property in 2013. It wasn't until, because I remember being at the closing table in 2013, we bought the property and they said, hey, be sure to apply for your homeowner's exemption, but you can't do it now. You got to wait till next year. And sure enough, we forgot. And it wasn't until we bought our second property, 2016, it was like, oh man, we didn't even get it for the other one. Thankfully, to let you go back in time. But saying that to say that they were able to, we was able to get that additional money, from the prior years. Okay. So it's again, and here's another thing too. You will not get letters in the mail on this. They're not going to remind you. The county is not going to remind you that you can save money. Okay. And again, it's free. This is not like something, but again, people don't either know, they don't either want to do it. Obviously they will want to do it, but they just don't know how to do it. Okay. But this is one of the easiest ways to do this. Now, once you do this, not only will you will be able to lower your monthly mortgage payment. How is that? Because your monthly mortgage payment already has 1 year of taxes already in escrow. That escrow account is going to have an overage because let's say, for example, your taxes were $3,000. I'm just throwing a random number out there, $3,000. Now with the exemption, it's $2,200. They don't want to keep more than what they need. So they say, okay, we'll just go ahead and just send you a refund, or you can, it depends on the mortgage company. Sometimes they'll just send you a refund to be done with it. But then sometimes some mortgage companies say, hey, do you want us to apply this to, just leave it in escrow and then just have it like that. But in most cases, they're just going to refund it back to you. Okay. And then now that's going to be the refund from the escrow. Then you're going to get a lower monthly payment because now, again, your monthly payment includes your monthly in your taxes. Okay. So you most definitely want to go ahead and have that in place. Yanobi says, I just did mine all the way back in 2018. I know that's right. Listen, get all your money. Okay. Because for real, listen, check this out. So Ms. Henderson says she went all the way back to 2018. Now we ain't going to count her money. We're not going to count her money, but let's just say that her taxes, that her savings was $1,000. Now everybody lives in a different state, especially if you guys watching this on YouTube and such. Y'all live in different states. So, but I'm saying that to say, if you were saving, let's say $1,000, right, a year just from your taxes, and what's that? That's 2018. So you got 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. Okay, that's 5 years. That's easy math. That's $5,000 in the refund that you're gonna get. Okay. Now, I'm telling you, so many people don't talk about this. Oh, okay. Ms. Henderson says, I don't have no mortgage. I know that's right. But listen, these taxes, they're not going anywhere, right? But my point is how I'm telling you, I believe the numbers are higher than this. They said 25% of people do have not applied for this. It's free. All you gotta do is have a property, of course, in your state, of course, and be paying. You don't necessarily have to have a mortgage either. But if you have a mortgage, this is going to save you money. Okay. But again, this is a prime example of people that are saving money out here. And again, this is available to you. So now this is how you do it in Cook County. Obviously, if you're not in Cook County, then just go ahead and just Google homeowners tax exemption, your county. Okay. Or no, I mean, that's the best way to do it. You don't need to do it by state because it's really on your county. Okay. All right. So I don't think anyone has any questions. By the way, guys, if you of course just getting started with the home buying journey, make sure you guys go ahead and download this my ebook. That is the First Time Home Buyers Guide and Top 10 Mistakes First Time Home Buyers Make. It is completely free. You guys go ahead and download that. Hope this video was helpful. If you all know someone that is looking, if you know someone that's looking, we can help them too. But if you all know someone that's a property owner and they're looking to save money on a monthly basis, make sure that they go ahead and get this information. Okay. Make sure you share this video with them.